Let's discuss Death Bar's back. My YouTube channel's hit 200 subscribers, and I've finally gotten rid of that dumb Billy dumb counter. I feel like this is going to be a good year with no fuck ups at all. Fuck. This meme of the day is brought to you by Here It Comes!
And oh, what a big surprise. It's by Yang the Insane again.
Okay.
At this point, she's pretty much that unofficial member of the lads. But by that, would she have to be called a lass? We will never talk about that tweet. Because as far as I'm concerned, that tweet never happened. Those who say otherwise, I'll slit your dick holes. Hello everybody, welcome to Lads Discuss Death Power, starring Bill, your early mate.
Okay, to date, this podcast is the 4th of April. I have recently seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is fantastic. I would recommend that.
You're Sean as well?
It was a marvelous tweet, just like this was a marvelous episode. So many emo pigeons died.
And guest starring, or I guess returning, is Fireball.
Real fucking vamp. Oh wait, wrong episode.
God damn it.
Not our best intro, I will admit. I'll give this intro a 4 out of 10.
Not our worst, though.
Well, that's up to the viewers. This was cringe. But anyway, speaking of cringe, actually no, that's not a good segue because this episode was fantastic. So, Harley Quinn versus
Hell yeah.
Harley Quinn versus Jinx. The season. What season are we on now?
9.
9 premiere, and
9-9.
God damn it.
hey, as a German, I respect that. Anyway,
I approve.
alright, so, Harley vs. Jinx. Surprisingly, a really good episode. I make it sound like I had low expectations. I try and not go into Death Battle with too much high expectations, so I, enjoy the episode more. And, big shocker, lads get the result right, Jinx won.
Yay!
And,
As you can...
oh, sorry John, what was
I was
that?
gonna say, as you can tell, our guest is very happy about the results.
Yeah, because for those who remember when we first had Fireball on and asked what his most wanted was, he just said he wanted a League of Legends character in Death Battle. I mean, preferably versus a Smite character, but hey, we got a League of Legends character, and she won!
And not only that, I'm sure mate will be happy about this. Jinx is the character that ended the DC versus non-Marvel win streak. I have to admit, there's not really many complaints I have about this episode, but as weird as to say that I still think this episode is just a good episode. I don't really think there are any major highlights for me as both a Jinx fan and a Harley Quinn fan. Some nice references to each characters. Humor-wise, I have to admit, this is probably their weakest when it comes to humor. In terms of the analysis, I should say, the fight was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
I mean, I still enjoyed that little skit where they, when the Ringmaster and Jinx's analysis, and it turns out he's that big of a League of Legends fanboy.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
isn't it?
And Boomstick is just having PTSD over just playing it with him.
Uh-huh.
One joke, okay, believe it or not, this is probably, I'm not really that much of a person that's a head-scratchy type of person. There was a joke in this episode that made me scratch my head, because I had to actually pause the episode. Was that the whole V-sister twist they tried to do in the episode with Boomstick, as he referenced, oh, Jinx is even with V, almost they have a sisterly bond. It's like, are you trying to do a twist reveal? I'm pretty sure everyone who...
No,
no
like,
League of
the
Legends,
way he
no-
delivered that line, it was like intentionally just like, yeah, we already know.
I mean, fair enough, but then at the end of her narrative, like, oh, big shocker, they're sisters. It's like,
Yeah, sarcasm.
well, it was a bad sarcasm joke. I feel like I'm not gonna act like I'm a sarcasm joke master with my degree next to me, but I don't know. I think it was the way it was delivered and everything like that. I don't know. It was one of those jokes I had to scratch my head and to be like, oh, I need to go back and rewatch that because I missed a lot of intel just because that joke hurt my brain.
Yeah, I agree with you. Joke was pretty unnecessary. They could have just said that they were sisters, and that was it.
Yeah, it kind of felt pointless to do that whole skit about, I wonder if they're sisters. It's like, I'm pretty sure in League of Legends as well, it was never a twist, was it? It was always pretty much out in the open, like, yeah, they're sisters.
Yeah, it's a pretty well common knowledge.
Yeah, so it's like, it'd be like, I don't know, they did Red versus Blue, and they did the twist that, oh, Caboose might be a member of Blue Team. It's like, yeah, it's pretty
I
obvious.
thought you were about to go in another direction with that, but alright.
Me too.
Wait, hold on, I had to ask, what did you think I was gonna do?
I thought you were gonna do that whole like twist about Tex being like the AI memory of Carolina's mother, and I was just about to go, well, they did.
No, that's a good twist though. But anyway, what
A twist that I never even noticed.
But anyway, poorly written jokes aside though, I actually enjoyed this episode, but if I had to point out one highlight, it was the death. Like, that death was both clever and it was brutal.
Yeah.
Call back to another death battle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, there's like so many references to other death battles in this episode. Like, you've got like that as a reference to Joker versus Sweet Tooth. The whole and the fact that even Harley Quinn says the line "Savor my emotions," which is
Yeah.
what Joker was telling Sweet Tooth. It's so much better when you savor all the little emotions.
Right?
Then Harley's just, then Jinx is just like, nah. Boom.
Yeah, like, I saw that coming. As much as it was obvious, though, it was so funny that I was like, you know what? No, you get that one. And she won a free teddy bear with Harley's head.
Don't just stand there, Jink. You want a free teddy bear. What if it's Timbers?
Yeah, but there's also like quite a lot of Easter eggs in the animation. I'm quite proud of these, by the way.
Okay, man, why don't you go ahead? I know you've been waiting for this.
Alright, well, there's like the super obvious one when they're teleporting. You can briefly see the Blake versus Mikasa set. Not only that, but you can also see the two of them fighting in the background.
Now that I never saw, but I did see the houses, and when I saw that episode, I was like, oh Christ, we're gonna hear you early, mate, next time.
Mabe
nuts about it.
literally paused it and went frame by frame to find Blake and Mika fighting in the background.
Yeah.
That's a dedicated man.
Oh, and by the way, that got me a shout out on Death Battle Cast.
Hey, I guess that dedication pays off.
Also, I like the fact it was for Blake versus Mikasa. That makes me happy. But before the teleportations even start, if you look to the left of the moon, you can see the Macho Man vs. Kool-Aid Man constellation. And what I think is the hardest one to find, once the roller coaster goes off the rails and everything starts flying from the left side of the screen to the right, it's before they stop in place in front of the moon. The very first thing that flies off is a can of Popeye spinach.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, honestly, like, we gotta shout out the director of this episode, man. Billy, aka Ringmaster, did so much with this episode.
Yeah, no, like, he did fantastic. Like, this was his first time directing a death battle, and like he mentioned to me on Twitter that his secret mission was just to cram in as many Easter eggs into the roller coaster section as he could. And man, he got a lot, and they were not easy to spot.
Did you ask him if he put in the Chuck Norris versus they got the Sanchiro?
No, I've just been trying to find him.
Gotta find them all. Easter eggs.
Nice.
So, what do you guys think of the voices for Jinx and Harley?
Oh,
I like them.
My Lord, they were fantastic.
Yeah, and I gotta give a special shout, in particular, to Elsie Lovelock as Jinx. Because right before the kill happens and Jinx catches Harley's hammer, pulls her in and says, "I don't need a second opinion." Elsie made that line sound badass.
Have you listened to her music? She's
kind
really
of-
good.
It's kind of funny how, well, and also pretty dope that 5 years later, ever since Tracer, Elsie comes back to voice another video game character.
And wins.
So far, Elsie's on a win streak. Death Battle, end it. For my pleasure.
Oh, come on, Bill. Let her... Why do we have to end
Don't
this
be
streak
that
for
guy.
Elsie again?
I'm just
Like, do you want this for Gianni too, Bill? Genuine question.
I'm just picturing
Like, he
like
just got a win last season.
I'm just picturing like that Star Wars Episode 3 scene. It's like Death Battle over Elsie's head if she's voicing the character, and they're like, I shouldn't. I just go, do it.
Bill,
Probably.
hashtag stop the bullying. We've talked about this.
Listen to my good mate who's pretty smart and giving me good advice, or carry on billion for content. Now I'm going to do the second one.
A winner, stop the billing shirt's going to be available in a merch store.
Listen, if the moment I reach 1,000 subscribers, I will put that on a shirt.
You heard it here first, folks.
And
Yeah, so subscribe to Billy so we can have that as a shirt.
and all the
We're
money
only
will go to charity. So,
But,
yeah, you were saying
Alicia.
the voices?
As a League of Legends player, I absolutely adore Jinx's performance. She sounded really great.
Like, one of my favorite lines from her was at the beginning, like that tease line she does, like when she's saying, "Screw you, you emo pigeons."
I'm glad there was context there, because
Yeah.
when you don't see the battle and you just saw the trailer, I'm there thinking to myself, like, does Harley Quinn use pigeons in this fight?
Yeah, I was so confused, like, in the announcement video.
Like, Harley's was like, you know, hey, that's probably a line to start up the fight, she's gonna crush her head, but then Jinx's line was like... And I was thinking to myself, maybe that's a line from the game, but it's like, no, that's not her actress.
Speaking of which, I was actually thinking that they would do the same with Obi-Wan from Obi-Wan vs. Kakashi, that they would use Jinx's voice lines. I guess not.
Wow, it was that
Well,
good. It's crazy to think how Death Battle many years ago went from just using voice clips, which, let's be real here, many of them just did not fit with a lot of characters. Like, when I was rewatching Zero versus Metal Sonic, a lot of Metal Sonic's lines didn't always make sense. Or Zero's lines, they didn't even make sense.
I mean, to be fair, the last time they did that, to my knowledge, was Ryu versus Jin.
Yeah, so it's crazy to think how Death Battle has gotten the ability to get all these like big names in the YouTube community to, you know, do voices for characters. All that Rooster Teeth money. Which, can I have some of that?
Same.
Listen, Rooster Teeth, we will literally do face cam and I will just have all your merchandise in the background if you make our podcast official. Let us be the new Death Battle podcast.
Oh, come on.
Hey, listen, if your anime can sell out, so can I.
Dude, imagine being sponsored by Death Battle, though. That'd be kind of lit.
That would be lit. Although, speaking of lit,
Harley's voice actors was lit.
yeah, but I was also going to say, like, what did you guys think of the animation? Because personally, I thought it blended the characters really well into the fight.
Oh!
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you.
I actually do
I'll
want
let
to.
that one go.
I actually want to touch on a little something. Harley's model is made from the ground up, and Billy was talking about this in the official commentary. They actively wanted to, like, make sure they reference the original design from the Batman animated series,
Yeah,
like when going into this, but add in like her look from the cartoon, like
yeah,
hers.
I thought that was a smart choice to do for the model. Like, that was really well done.
Yeah.
It's like, that look from the original animated series is honestly my sister Kristen's favorite look of Harley.
It's the most iconic like Harley design. It's like, yeah, it's had some changes over the years, but whenever you think of Harley Quinn, you do think of that original like jester type of outfit.
Yeah, a bit of a fun fact, Harley Quinn made her debut in the animated series.
Indeed she did. I'm glad I'm not the only one that knew this. Many people still think she originated from a comic book.
Yeah.
The animation really captured both these characters, both their badassery with their weaponry, but also just their ridiculousness. Like, when Harley Quinn got her punching bag gun, which I'm really surprised I never brought that up, yeah, and then she had the dynamite placed in it, and as it went to her face, she's just like, oh well. I was like, that's
Aw,
totally Harley
nuts.
Quinn.
I love that line. The nuts.
And then explosion, and then the music kicks back in.
And do you know what? I say not many highlights. Do you not? Even though I was rooting for Harley to win this fight, I won't lie. Jinx flying in the air and then immediately like lying down position as she's falling. that is a mood. Like escaping your problems. Be like.
It's kind of like a Crash in his death battle against Spyro.
Oh yeah, like exactly.
Only it worked out for Jinx.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest. Would you rather have Aku Aku or fish bones?
But I think Aku Aku can do more stuff.
You get a one-use time out of Aku Aku, whereas fish bones,
True.
point and shoot.
Oh yeah, and the bit where Jinx was using a bazooka as like a puppet, and Harley like befriends it, then it tries to kill her, and she goes, "Traitor!"
She's right behind you. Aw, thanks, pal. Gasp! Traitor!
I mean, in the analysis for Jinx that you read it, like, they did say she was a master ventriloquist, so that played in very well to it.
A completely pointless ability, yet they somehow made it work.
It was funny.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to these two characters, especially for the animation team, they just got so much free range to just go bad shit crazy, because let's be real here, as much as these guys are somewhat grounded in reality, they sometimes do break the rules of physics in their world. Like in the fight, they stopped mid-air as they fell from a roller coaster, and they just looked at each other as they plummeted, like full-on Looney Tunes.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Dude, honestly, that scene afterwards with the mirror maze looks so good.
Oh yeah, they went all. Yeah, they clearly wanted to make the finale of the fight, go out with a bang.
Yeah, actually, there's something I want to just touch on before we get to the mirror maze scene, and it's like going back to the whole Easter egg part. After they're in Blake vs. Mikasa and they teleport, what the hell is that area they're in?
I was thinking it was the future scene from Cable versus Booster Gold with all the flying cars.
No, it's not though. This is like in the middle of an alleyway.
Oh, was it? It looked like there was loads of flying cars, and I was thinking like, I wonder if it was these
It
Booster
was a
Gold.
flying car in there.
There's a flying taxi, and I think there's a flying. There's a flying police car too.
My theory is it could be a reference to. What was that anime? Akira? Yeah.
Wait.
Didn't Akira have flying cars in it?
Wait, do you think this could be like an Easter egg to the upcoming is it
Tetsuo.
Tetsuo? There we go.
Yeah.
All the references and stuff they did for it was really dope.
Also, I still love the as soon as Harley says, "You made me die," they just teleport to a censored dimension.
Gotta make you wonder, what are they playing? Because my guess is Elden Ring.
Oh wait, no, I was wrong. Just did a bit more googling. Nope, Akira does not have flying cars.
Nah.
Told you.
Since we're getting up to the half an hour mark of this discussion, any final bits you want to add, guys? Because I think I said my piece.
A few. I have.
Go ahead. While I eat my curry.
Harley Quinn's voice actress that I was trying to hint at, she was also very good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know her last name, but Felicia was fantastic. Like, it felt like it was Tara's strong voice, but with the attitude of the Harley Quinn show Harley.
I still love that in that show she's voiced by Penny from The Big Bang Theory.
I was gonna say, I don't think she's on the Penny type of level. She's definitely more on the Batman animated series, a Tara Strong voice.
Yeah. But still, like, Felicia did a fantastic job as Harley. I love the little detail of Billy in the analysis wearing Harley's colors, showing off the gun, and then Jinx's colors. Oh yeah, Ringmaster having Harley's colors in her analysis, and Ringmaster having Jinx's colors in her analysis.
Oh, that was actually a nice touch.
Yeah. Also, like, Ringmaster being more of a character in this episode, it makes me wonder, are we gonna see, like, other Death Battle characters show up more? Like, I don't know, maybe, like, Jocelyn or Dummy are gonna have more of a presence.
If we get less of Dummy, I'll be happy.
Afterwards.
Dude, bring back Dummy!
I don't like Dummy. He's a dummy.
Bring back Dummy! 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 Dummy!
I want a plush of him.
Yes, Dummy plush.
Do you know what, people? In the comments of this video, alright, type in hashtag bring back dummy or hashtag don't bring back dummy. Let's see how popular this character really is.
Alright, bet.
Because I guarantee you, no one cares about dummy. Bible, that doesn't count, that's on Discord. and you're on the episode, you get no opinion.
Yeah, he does. He's our guest.
Yes, but that doesn't mean his hashtag means anything in this debate.
Bill making up the rules as he goes.
Pretty much. I improvise.
Okay.
Like Harley and Jinx.
One more thing I did want to bring up because I was actually asked about this like the day of by our meme of the day creator.
Mm-hmm.
Our meme of the day creator kind of felt like that it wasn't really, well, the Joker Venom explanation was not that great.
Go on.
But, like, apparently how it works isn't it, like, that well described in the analysis, it feels like. And also the reasoning, like, for example, is because she lived in the slums was just, like, not that good enough of a reason to her.
Oh, okay. Do you know what? Yeah. I do remember listening to that and just being like, what? Just because...
Oh, no, that's just for, like, her, like, in general, what... I've forgotten the word I was thinking of. Tolerance for, like, poisons and whatnot. Maybe not specifically the Joker Venom. They mention the Quicksilver Sash in particular, and in the black box, they point out the Jinx also has a gas mask.
If you recall during us talking about this episode, firstly, I didn't mention items from the game because I wasn't sure how they were going to handle items, because you can buy pretty much any items. Apparently the explanation was, as we were discussing earlier, they went with items that most Jinx players pick for Jinx.
Wait,
and there's a lot of items in League of Legends.
Isn't that bias?
Well, no, because there's a lot of different combinations. They just emphasize certain items because that's what a lot of Jinx players would go with. But canonically, she also has a gas mask anyway, so I don't think that really matters as much.
Fair enough.
Plus, with all the items, there are so many different combinations you can go with for Jinx.
Yeah, plus I just interpreted it like how they did Cloud against Link with, like, the materia.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I guess when it comes to video game characters that can use... this is why I'm kind of iffy about the Dragonborn and Commander Shepard in Death Battle, because realistically, it's down to the player what they want to give these characters.
I feel like they just take everything into consideration, really.
I suppose
one has a spaceship, one can summon a dragon. Spaceship beats dragon, the end.
Well, there's a dragon that, can stop time.
Alonado?
Hmm?
Not to that.
I was thinking something else, I'm not gonna say it.
Actually, I do need to say this, and I'm hoping it's still out there so I can get the picture for this podcast. While I was walking my dogs before recording, I found a shoe out there, but guess who was on it?
Who?
Ben 10.
Oh boy.
I felt like that was the universe's side of it's like,
wait,
bring it back,
wait.
Bill.
No! We didn't just reference that episode. We didn't reference it last time. God damn it!
I feel like this is the universe's side saying, bring it back, Bill. Bring back the joke.
And we brought on the guest whose least favorite episode's that episode. Oh no!
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Viable.
So anyway, I'm going through the mirror maze scene at like 0.25 speed and spotting a few details.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like at one point they've got just a pair of gauntlets on a string just like hung up. Like that's one of the things that like Jinx is seeing when the Joker Venom starts.
Ah, okay.
Like, god damn, this is like ripped straight out of Arcane. And you can see like Vi in the mirrors and like
Oh, I love that shot.
like all the drawings, like you've got to pause to spot a lot of them.
Yeah, I did see the gauntlets in Vi.
I have to mention one more thing, otherwise we're gonna get crucified. The soundtrack for this episode is amazing.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was okay.
Have you listened to it on its own?
Honestly, not really. I tried to listen to it on its own, but I don't know. There's just not been a Death Battle soundtrack that has defeated Lightning Force. You know, Obi-Wan versus
Force and Lightning, yeah.
Yeah, like, that soundtrack is just, mwah, it is a masterpiece. And Wings of Iron.
I will say though that the guest vocalist for this did such an amazing job, and I'm only gonna post this once to see if Billy can pronounce the name of them. Have fun!
Futakachi that.
You can't even. You said the first name right.
Let's just say those
Furukuchi.
first four letters. Let's just say my childhood looked up some disturbing things during his period,
That's
during his puberty.
that's legit her name though. Like even on Twitter, it's her actual name.
Fine. Futakachi Mana.
Close.
Yeah. Well, it's as close as you're gonna get.
Kakujimana.
Look at you. You give me Japanese names and I can't.
That's the only reason I wanted you to say that. To be fair, you were very close, Bill. I'll give you props. You were very close.
Yeah, god damn it.
Like the way it goes from like circus music to rock to screamo metal with Furukuchi was really, really dope.
I also want to point out just another little detail in the maze scene. That white glow when Jinx uses the Quicksilver Sash, her eyes change back from pink to their natural blue.
Oh yeah, someone in your comments saw that.
Yeah, that's a super nice detail.
It is.
Dude, like, I think overall this is one of the best season premieres that we've had.
Yeah, I don't know if I would say it's up there with like Dante versus Bayonetta or Yoda versus King Mickey, but
A certain somebody here says it's better than Dante versus Bayonetta.
Hey, I said it might be better. I didn't say it is. All right.
But do you
I
think it
also
is?
said it. I also said it might be
Wait,
equal to Dante vs. Bayonetta.
I think Bill said it is.
No, I'm saying like, do you think it is?
Oh, okay. It's hard to hear because like we're all talking at once just because like this episode was fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a good episode. I wouldn't say it was one of my favorites, but I definitely think it was better than Yoda versus King Mickey. Not saying that episode's bad, I'm just saying I thought this episode was definitely a little better.
at the bare minimum, I think it's the third best. Like, at bare minimum.
Oh yeah, because like the comedy of the fight definitely reminded me of the He-Man versus Lion-O comedy in the fight.
I tell you
Well,
fine,
what
but-
does a League of Legends fan think?
Yeah, I was going to say, since you're a League of Legends fan, why don't you go ahead and, spout out your love for this episode before we wrap up this section?
Yeah, I mean, this is more in your league.
Oh!
That pun was legendary.
Stop clowning around and let him have his time.
Anyway, yeah, Fireball, go ahead.
Okay, so I do have things to say. If anyone has watched Sean's and I reactions to this episode,
Which I have.
Sean
I have to.
Sean asked about Star Guardians. What Star Guardians are is that they're basically an homage to Sailor Scouts from Sailor Moon.
Oh, so it makes them even more absurd.
Basically.
I think it's pretty much obvious at this point that most of League of Legends is like inspired by a lot of like modern sort of media or even like pop culture stuff. Mostly nerd culture. Let's be real.
Yeah, but basically Jinx is a Sailor Scout.
That can only end well.
Okay, so also in Sean and I's reaction, he also had a question about Yordles. So, basically, Yordles are the last Embender or Korra spirits, basically, but come in only one size. Tiny as fuck. Like, you can basically like hold one of them like a baby.
So they're like Ewoks?
Yeah, Ewoks, there we go. Oh, also, the Tibbers joke that, Boomstick said at the end of the battle, basically Tibbers is, he's, teddy bear.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, I did not know that.
Teddy bear
That's
name.
kind of cool.
And he has a teddy bear named, Tibbers. And it's also her, ultimate, where she, summons, her Tibbers, and Tibbers just basically grows into a monstrous form and, fights for her.
That's kind of cool though that they added like another League character's reference in like the ending portion.
Anything
So-
else you want to add, Fireball?
Yeah, this was a great episode. I love this premiere. Like I said, it's quite possibly equal to Dante vs Bayonetta. It's the performers were great. The analysis was awesome. And I can't really think of a better way to do that. Okay, I have one more question to all of you guys. Has this death pedal made you guys want to play League of Legends?
No.
No.
Maybe.
I'm not really into games like League of Legends, really. And plus, the new Lego Star Wars is coming out, and I really want to play that.
I might watch Arcane.
I've played Smite, and just those sorts of games, the worst mistake you can make is just being new. Like Boomstick says.
Oh man, that's a drat.
Yeah,
I really
I'll
want to
just
introduce you guys to the game.
I'll keep watching Arcane though.
yeah, I'll keep watching other material about it because honestly, the characters I feel like are more interesting than the game itself.
There you go. You got something out of it.
All right, I said my piece.
All right then. Well, let's just spell it out and get on with the next time.